So I mentioned this shooting, and that's being reported from Wisconsin. And the interesting thing about these shootings all over the country, because the nature of human being is evil, we'll probably never know the real cause and the real truth of what happened and why. Because now the parents are no good. The mothers are refusing to stay home and raise the children because they want to be like men. They think that they get more recognition by going to work, and people are going to recognize them at work rather than being home and watching over the man's children. And they have turned the children over to the so-called experts, and the experts are giving them all kind of medication for the so-called depression and suicidal anxiety and all that, post-traumatic. And so the parents have turned the children over to the so-called experts. And these kids are on all kind of medications. I don't know if this girl was or not, who has been accused of doing the shooting there. I don't know what her deal was, but I do know that a whole bunch of children are on all kind of medication for whatever reason. And so, and when these things happen, they don't tell you what really happened and why it happened. So you never know. They're not going to tell you that, oh, this person was on medication and because they were angry and out of control and they were high off the drugs and blah, blah, blah. They're not going to tell you the truth about it. So you don't really know what happened. I don't know what happened in this situation. But I do know, and without a doubt, that it's only going to get worse. This is hell on earth, and you're living in hell, in your own hell, and you're bringing hell upon others if they don't see what's going on. So it's only going to get worse because there is no love in the world today. Zero love. And so it's going to get worse. It is hell on earth. And crying about it is not going to solve it. And trying to blame it on God and that, oh, God going to use this. Well, but God has nothing to do with it. He's done his work. It is finished. And so it's just going to get worse. And then I noticed that at these schools, and this was supposed to be a Christian school, I don't know if a man is running or not, but they allow women to take over and run things. And that is pure evil because you open up the gates of hell. Hell comes through the woman, and Satan has cleverly deceived the people, and they listen to the woman cry and moan and bitch about she's equal to a man and she should be able to run things too. And because men are afraid of women, the mama spirit, they allow women to run everything, so there's nothing to stop it. The gates of hell come through the woman. And why do you think we have, at these schools now, they have metal detectors and police and all kind of everything that's wrong is in the schools? How did it get there? It wasn't that way when men ran the schools. And you won't even think about that. You dare to think about that. Because you don't want to be called a name. You think that people love you because they don't call you name. They don't love you. And they allow these women to run these schools and these churches and everything. And you don't see that when they put women in charge. CEO. Can you imagine a female CEO? What the? That doesn't even sound right, make sense. Ain't real, never going to be real. How would you like to be married to a female CEO? And so these situations can only get worse. They cannot get better. But for you as an individual, they can get better. If men and women take control of their own lives and work on themselves, they can be in the world but not of it, not affected by what's happening in the world because you're living from a different world, a different reality. Look at Donald Trump. Donald Trump is living from a different reality than the average person on earth. Most people are living in an unconscious state. Most people, nearly all, one or two now waking up. And Donald Trump is not living in that unconscious state. That's why you can't defeat him. And they'll put all kind of women in his life, and they've been trying to figure out, why are you so strong? What's your secret? And he toyed with them by telling them, oh, if you get me drunk, you can weaken me, and the Philistine can come and take me away. And they get him drunk, and that didn't work. And then he said to them, oh, you can put me on trial. He told Delilah, you can put me on trial, have me put on trial, and I'll become afraid, and then I'm weak. And then when I'm weak, the Philistine can come and take me away. And that didn't work. And Delilah get mad, those women get mad at Trump. You told me, why don't you tell me what's your real power? You lied to me. Tell me, nagging him. Donald Trump is coming from a different source. You don't even know it because you're not working on yourself, so you don't see. And you wonder how. Do you know that Donald Trump is the most powerful, well-known man on earth right now? On earth, around the world. And think about all the things that he went through, and they were trying to stop him. But he never cried. He never became afraid. He never gave up. He never worried. He just stayed calm and did what's in front of him to do, as he's doing right now. And now everybody and they mama want to kiss up at Donald Trump. Everybody and they mama if you're black, and everybody their mama if you're white. You can live that way too. But you got to give up a life in order to receive a life, a false life. Otherwise, you're going to tell the secret to the woman of why you're so strong. And because the world paid her $150,000, $1 million, she's going to treat you and nag you, and you're going to finally tell her that when I fall asleep, you can cut my hair, and that's where my strength is. Because you're weak. Isn't that amazing? Men are always telling women how to weaken them by telling them their issues and their problems. And when you tell women your weakness, whether it's your mama, you see whether it's your mama or it's your mama-in-law, your girlfriend, your wife, your sister, your female cousin, when you tell them your problems, you weaken yourself. And they know it, they see you as being weak, and they will use it against you. Because now you're weak, they know your weakness. And you tell them to cut your hair. That your strength is in the hair. Amazing, huh? Every time, as it did with Samson and Delilah, every time the man tells the woman his problem, she conquer him. He become weak. And you allow women, including your mama and your so-called therapist, you go into a female therapist or counselor, you know you're insane. and you tell them your weakness, and the counselor and your woman join forces together to destroy you, because now they know your weakness. It is against God's will that a man should tell a woman his issues, no matter what they are. But you've listened to the daughter of the devil, and she has convinced you, why don't you tell me your problems? How was your day? What happened today? And if you don't tell her, you don't love me. Why don't you tell me? Delilah. You never tell me your problem. You don't love me. And she nags and she cries. And then you tell her, and then she defeats you. When I look at the world, it fills me with sorrow. Children today. When I look at the world, it fills me with sorrow. Children today, gonna suffer tomorrow. Oh, what a shame. Such a sad way to live. Amazing. So there was a shooting, according to this report. A teenage girl identified as Wisconsin school shooter. This happened yesterday, I believe. Fox 32. 3 people are dead, including the shooter, after gunfire erupted at a school Monday in Madison, Wisconsin. CNN has reported authority identified Natalie Rupnow, a 15-year-old who went by the name of Samantha, as the suspected shooter at Abundant Life Christian School on Monday morning in Madison, Wisconsin. This is from Fox 32.
Yeah, we have new information from a news conference that ended within the past hour. The Madison police chief saying that the teenage school shooter is dead, but the investigation into what triggered that shooting is just now beginning.
Today truly is a sad day for Madison and for our country. It is a day that I believe will live in our collective minds for a very, very long time.
Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes says they got the call of an active shooter at 10:57 this morning. Officers responding within minutes to the Abundant Life Christian School and finding multiple people shot inside that building. The gunman, a teenage student at the school, was dead of a self-inflicted gunshot. A teacher and another teenage student were both killed, and at least 6 other students were rushed to the hospital. 2 of those students still in critical condition with life-threatening injuries. Now, the school is a private Christian academy with roughly 350 students, ranging from kindergarten all the way through high school. Police say they had no prior contact with the gunman at the school or any warnings that he was a danger. Investigators quickly obtained search warrants and are currently searching the gunman's home. Police say a handgun was recovered at the school and that the shooter's family is cooperating. The police chief says it is way too early to speculate about a motive.
Amazing. Can you imagine sending your child to kindergarten or something like that? You know you hate your kids when you send them away that soon, early in life. Amazing. According to the Gun Violence Archives, there have been 83 school shootings this year in the U.S. This is from Fox 32.
According to the Gun Violence Archive, there have been at least 83 school shootings in the U.S. so far this year, 27 on college campuses, and 56 were on K through 12 school grounds. Despite a drop during the COVID pandemic, school shootings have been on the increase in America.
That is going to get worse as long as you put women in charge of the schools. And you know it. And that's why they do it. They know that the hell comes through the woman. And they intentionally put the woman there in the businesses, the schools and things because they want hell on earth. It's not coming through the man. Did they say it was allegedly a girl that did the shooting?
Correct.
Oh, okay. They did say it. Nice. I'm told that a man named Doug Butler is the school principal. Most of the teachers are women. It's a kindergarten to 12 school, according to Wikipedia. What kind of parent would send their kids to something called kindergarten? What is the rush to get the kids away from you so early in life? What's the rush? When I was going to school, it started when it was the first grade, and we had to be 6 years old. And now these no good mothers, as soon as a kid pop out of the womb, they throw them into somebody's school or somebody's babysitting service because they want to go and be like the man. They want to go and be like the man. And the men are too weak to make the woman stay home and raise his children. Why would you marry a woman that you can't make stay home and watch over your children? The only purpose of getting married is to have children. And then you get married and you can't even make your wife and the mother of the children stay home and watch over your children. Why would you marry like that, a person like that? Think about that. Why would you marry a person like that? If it's not going to work, why do you get married? When I look at the world, it's going to get worse. 82 is just 82 shootings so far. Or 83, according to the report. It's just going to get worse. It's not going to get better. There's still hell on earth. Welcome to hell. And anyone, I don't care who you is, if you're black, or who you are, if you're white, you're in hell. Don't be afraid of dying because you don't want to go to hell. You're already in hell. Anyone that has anger is in hell. Anger separates you from God. Think about that. Smoke on that one. Anger separates you from perfect peace. And that's why most people don't believe, even the so-called Christians, that you can have perfect peace. Because they have anger and they are separated from peace. And then they have been told, well, you can't have it, you're only human. All human. No one has perfect peace, they say. So they lie to one another. The devil tells you to hold on to your anger. Anger is good. Jesus had anger. And you hold on to it. And then the devil tells you, no one has perfect peace. You can't have perfect peace. You listen to the devil. You consulting with the devil from one thought to another one, to another one, to another one, to another one. And God said to abandon your thoughts. All thoughts are all lies all the time. But you have a perfect relationship with thoughts. The truth says stay present. Stay right here, right now, and all is well. And you're like, I don't want that. What the? I want trouble. People want trouble in their lives. They think trouble makes them stronger. The only thing that can make you strong is the light, not trouble. according to Newsweek, Biden put out a statement calling for common sense gun safety laws. That's not even common sense. It's the statement is wrong. It's not the gun, it's the people. Guns don't kill, people kill. 888-7753. So it's going to get worse. And it's up to you to be in it but not of it, or you can stay in it, of it, and be it. It's up to you. You are responsible for you, and no one else is. If your wife want to leave, bye, wife. I don't want to be with you anymore. You beat me. You this, you that. Okay, bye, wife. Your husband don't want to be with you, ladies? Oh, I want somebody else to make me feel good. You don't make me feel good anymore. Okay, bye, husband. Say bye. What's wrong with you? You got to have someone. That's a sign of something wrong with you. Something is missing. You're not whole. Why don't you take control of your own life? What's wrong with you? What's the matter with you, baby? What's the matter? What did I do wrong? Do you really want to know? I want to know. What's the matter with you, babe? You know, you treat me wrong. Sorry, I didn't mean no harm. Oh, baby, can I take you out tonight? What the? You can have perfect peace right here on earth, or you can have your total hell. Stay in your hell because you already have the hell. You can keep your hell, or you can live in perfect peace.